Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back today with another 3 trades. I usually do anywhere between 2 and 5 trades. Today was 3 trades based on pound strength. It still is 80 or more. It probably will still give some more pips, but I closed out all 3 of them mainly because I have enough pips and of course money. So let's start with the first pair here. And by the way, today's date is July 31st. I took all 3 trades at around 7 a.m. this morning, 10 after 7, 11 after 7, and 14 minutes after 7 a.m. this morning. It is not even 8:30 in the morning and I'm done trading for the day. Exactly the way I like to trade. 1 or 2 hours and finish for the day. Let's see, I closed out the trades. It was roughly 1 hour. Get in the trade and manage the trade, close the trade, and then go have breakfast and done for the day. Love trading with my new master trigger. This one makes it very clear whether I should be buying or selling. They're all I traded today again, which is the way I trade. 90% of my trades are I traded a great way to trade. So let's see where I got in at on the pound Aussie right here. Drag and drop. Had some traders making comments that I don't put in stop loss, but when you know how to trade and you know the direction of the trend. Me personally, I don't really need it, but I put it in there to first swing pivot low, which is right here. So for you traders who are concerned about stop losses, that's exactly what you should do. Just look a little to the left, and the first swing pivot low is where your stop should go. But I didn't need it. As you can see, I took the trade and it just kept going. I'm expecting it to go up to this area top up here, and of course it should hit this ADR high. But remember, due to the fact that the market is very random, there is no guarantees. That's why once I get 50, 40, 50 or more pips a day, and this week I only traded 2 days so far, Tuesday, Thursday, and both of them were over 100 pips. So obviously if 50 pips makes me happy, 100 pips is extremely happy. So I took the trade right here at this cursor, stop, didn't even need it, and I just closed it out. And I closed it out, looks like with 34 pips. And 34 pips on the pound Aussie paid $2,392. So we're off to a fantastic start. Let's go check out this pound New Zealand, which is right here. Exactly the same thing. So let's just drag and drop it up and see how it looks. Exactly the same thing. I did put the stop in here, but I knew I did not need it. It's a perfect example of a great way to trade, like at least 90%. If you follow the rules that I teach within the training videos, at 90%, that means 9 out of 10 trades are winners. So let's see, I got in here, stopped, didn't even need it. I just threw it in there just to keep some traders who are saying, oh man, you don't use any stop losses. Well, when the day comes that you know how to trade, stop losses are not necessary. That's as long as you remain in front of the computer. If I get up and walk away from the computer, it takes me only 2 seconds to put in a stop loss. Just drag and drop it down. Okay, I got in at that cursor and I closed it out, it looks like with 52 pips. And 52 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $3,433. Now, just in case you didn't know, the pound New Zealand usually moves the most number of pips every day. Look at that, it hit the ADR. That's why these 2 lines are thick red. ADR in the pound New Zealand is 161, and today already went 215. So it still went about 50 pips past. Let's see what it did do. Up to the top up there, well, it wasn't too far off. I said 50, it's 52 pips. Past the average daily range. That's what the ADR stands for. So, as I said, another perfect example of a great way to trade. And let's take a look at the last pair here, pound yen. By the way, I could have traded the other pound pairs too, but I went with the pairs that were the strongest for buying. Just look at the meter. How hard is it? Look at the meter. Points you in the direction of the pairs you should be taking. But you got to have a good meter. You know, a lot of meters out there are not good. They give like false readings. So I've had to go through more than a dozen meters to find one that is good. So anyhow, this pound yen right here, can you ask for a more perfect example? What you should do is take a snapshot of it, and this is exactly what you're looking for. So let's just drag and drop it up and see what's happening. There we go. Again, the stop is the first swing pivot low for you traders who really insist on putting a stop. And if you're not a successful trader, then you have to put in a stop, because you get easily distracted, you know, whatever, either work issues or wife or kid, or it could be anything around the house. You get distracted, and just as easy as it went up like that, it could easily hook around. But if you're sitting in front of the computer, you can easily see, you know, if it's going to hook around and go down. So took the trade at this cursor, and I closed it out on this red candle, even though I know that it can continue up. But it hit the ADR. I looked down at the bottom. Pip total, money-wise, all was great. So I closed it out. It looks like with 40 pips, and 40 pips on the pound yen paid $3,767. So if you've been adding up the pips, today's pip total is 126 pips. And if you remember, Monday I got 111, and Thursday I got 105. So for 3 days of trading, ended up with 342 pips. And there's no losers. And looking at the meter right now, yen is at 9%, and no big surprise that it's continuing to go up. So could have easily grabbed some more pips, but like I said, 126 pips, I'm happy with that. I'm done trading for the day, done trading for the week, and Sunday night, Monday, is another week of trading. Love the master trigger. So if your system is not producing great results every day like the master trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it. To do so, all you got to do is look right below this video, and you'll see this write-up. It's my master trigger system. I do charge $250 for it, and it comes with 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you will get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. It comes with 4 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Would not trade without it. It's worth its weight in gold. The meter alone is worth $250 as far as I'm concerned. Anyhow, comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, which is what you need to succeed at trading the markets. Look at this pound moving, going like crazy. Let's just see what the meter's showing. Look at that. Yen is only at 4%. That is why it's going. Another tip of the day for you. So, where was I? Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 38 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. Now my number one way, I traded pretty much this way every day. Great way to trade. Perfect example of what it looks like. You can see here. Now in each and every video, I give many advanced trading tips. I also show many great trade setups, like this would be considered. Would have been better to get in down here, but I didn't see it at that point. But once it cleared the top here, I knew it was going to keep going. As long as you know the trend direction, meters cooperating, you can get into trade. Now I teach how to backtest a magic trigger, how to scalp the market, how to scan the market. Now, I also, in the master trigger, which makes it just a little bit better, the magic trigger is great. This is just a little bit better because within the training videos. This is very important, what you have to learn. I give a lot of advanced trading tips, how to stay in the trade for more pips. I still don't have any indications to close the trade. I could have stayed in the trade for more, but like I said, 50 pips I'm happy, and today 126 I'm very happy. And of course, how to trade higher time frames. Now there's two ways to do it, with the multi-time frame AO, and of course going to a couple of higher time frames. I teach that. These are things that you have to learn. If you don't learn these things and you don't want to get education, you can pick up systems for 100, 200 bucks or whatever, but you need a lot of education. And many times you'll spend $200-300 and you'll get one PDF book and maybe one or two videos. It's not enough. You need a lot because there's too many variables, too many things that you have to learn. It is doable, but you have to get your hands on the education. You don't get the education, year after year, you will be dead in the water. And hopefully you're not trading with real money, because you are doing exactly what the brokers want. You to keep adding more money, because that's how they make their millions of dollars. 95% of the traders are failing because they'd rather give the broker money than buy good education. I learned that the hard way. I spent $30,000 giving to the broker before I finally realized I'm going to start buying education. And that's the best thing I could have done. Paper trade and a lot of education. So let's see, I do teach how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. And of course, let's see, as I said, how to trade higher time frames. I teach how to trade pullbacks. Now, anytime it comes back to the moving averages, that's a pullback. If it, like this here, from here to here is a pullback. If it hooks around and keeps going down, that's just a pullback. If it breaks through and keeps going the opposite direction, that's a reversal, which I teach. I also teach how to trade the goal line. There's always a lot of action around the goal line. You got to make a decision in this area. And my indicators down at the bottom are like 95% pointing you in the proper direction, which is up. So let's see now. Let's see how I teach how to trade the news. It's the most difficult thing to do. It is doable, but if you're more interested in making money, learn a great way to trade. You'll be up and running much faster than the news. News is very difficult. And also teach how to trade with a day job. So you don't have to quit your job. You just get up a couple hours before you go to work. Look at this. Today, 1 hour trading. Could have done that right in here. Get up an hour or two before, and you would grab this. And then you manage a trade. And when you come, and then you can keep an eye on it with your cell phone. And anywhere up here or here, look at that. It's over 100 pips. You can quickly, I've got a trader, that's what he does, my trading buddy. He loves his job, but he also loves trading. And the last time I talked to him, he told me he's thinking about quitting. He says, I make more money before I go to work than my job. So he takes the trade, he's managing the trade, and then he pulls up his cell phone, and he closes the trade sometime in the morning when he's got 50 to 100 pips. So this is the best way to trade, and I teach exactly how to do it, actually starting back from the Asian. And of course, I indicate many times you can get up a couple hours before. And this is for you traders who live in North America. So, like if you live in Europe, you would just automatically trade London and New York. Look at this. It could be telling you right now I just made another 30 pips. And this would be probably on all three pairs. Let's just take a look at it. Pound New Zealand. This one's pretty well where I got out at, so that's nothing. Oh, 5 pips, big deal. Pound Aussie, let's see. 5 plus 8, 13. 13 plus 13, that's 65 more pips I would be up. 65 times 10. Anyhow, it's another $6,000 or whatever. And by the way, I teach exactly how to stay in, like, for more pips. So getting back, where was I? If you have any questions at all, just pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just shoot me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Forex underscore. I do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click on this link and we'll have Skype contact. Super simple and easy through Skype screen sharing. I'll give you a free session which will probably last about 45 minutes depending on how many questions you have. Now, over many years, I've been building trigger systems. I do have 27 of them. If you want to see screenshots, all you got to do is click on this link. So that just about wraps up this video, wraps up this week of trading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.